Hello, analytical community in Markets. Thank you so much for helping our project. All forms of assistance can be found in the description. Now we will analyze the main indicators of the company Nuvation Bio Inc., ticker NUVB. This review is based on current information as of August 17, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company Nuvation Bio Inc. belongs to the subcategory Cancer General. 151 companies participate in the comparison. This is very representative. Let's start with general information about the company. A little further, we will look at each indicator in more detail. If you're interested, you can put it on stop. We propose to consider each parameter of the corporation under study more carefully. Access to the ticker classification table is free. Please provide a link to the stock analysis to your friends and acquaintances. Thank you very much for your repost and various other help. We desperately need all this. Market capitalization of the company Nuvation Bio Inc. valued at $0.68 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $143 billion. Nuvation Bio Inc. accounts for a share of 0.476%. It is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $0.22 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $54 billion. Nuvation Bio Inc. constitutes a share of 0.4%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of the exchange and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Nuvation Bio Inc. in the subcategory in the case of stock market capitalization assessment is 0.476%. Balance sheet capitalization is 0.4%. This is 16% less than the share of market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Overall company assessment Nuvation Bio Inc. will be demonstrated towards the end of the review. Please watch the logic of the analysis to the end. The company under study has debts of $0.246 billion. Debt to book value is 111.8% of equity. Score for the company's financial obligations, bad, -1 point. The ratio of the company's market price to its profit is 0, with an average of 0 for the subcategory. Assessment of stock market value to earnings ratios in comparison with subcategory companies. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$511 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is very negative for the company's price. Assessment of projected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price-to-sales ratio is 472.5. The subcategory average is 8.1, which is 5,733% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the market price to revenue indicator in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $0 million. Projected revenue for the next 12 months is unknown, which is bad for the company. Assessment of projected future revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The margin is -35,590.2%, with the average for the subcategory -76.7%. The difference between the average and the subcategory in the company's indicators is 35,513.6%. Profitability assessment in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 0.121%, which is 293% less than the share of market capitalization. And this fact shows the discrepancy between the company's exchange price Nuvation Bio Inc., most likely towards revaluation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the organization is $13,341,000, whereas in the subcategory, $3,398,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 292.6%. Estimation of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per individual employee of the company is minus $10,000 and $13,700. The average for the subcategory is minus $323,200. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 2,999%. Estimation of profit per individual company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Sales per individual employee of the company is $27,000. By subcategory, $421,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1,459%. Estimation of sales volume per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Shares for sale account for 9.6%, with a subcategory average of 7.7%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 36% for the company Nuvation Bio Inc., whereas in the subcategory this level is 46%. On average, shares in the subcategory are valued higher than the company's Nuvation Bio Inc. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Nuvation Bio Inc. and subcategory shares. We see that over the past 12 months, the company's shares Nuvation Bio Inc. showed dynamics of 64.5%. Against price changes in the subcategory, minus 8.7%. This clearly does not indicate anything, but we must take note of this fact. Before announcing the final grade, please make a company assessment Nuvation Bio Inc. in the comments to this security assessment. Your comments help spread the channel Guru.Markets. Overall result, minus 8.5 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory, minus 4.1 points. If you look broadly, within the entire market as a whole, we can note that the average score for the stock market in total is 0.3 points, against a score of minus 8.5 points for Nuvation Bio Inc. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions of the information and reference system for stock valuation Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. As a result of stock valuation Nuvation Bio Inc. Guru.Markets open a deal due to the fact that Nuvation Bio Inc. is the most overvalued company in the subcategory. Thank you very much for watching to the end and for using the information and reference system Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience in the world.